Hello everyone. Today I will show you how to create a prompt column in Microsoft Dataverse. We will create it on the contact table and use AI to generate the content automatically from existing contact information. Then we will save the record and see how AI generate the result for that. The sales summary and data type is selected as prompt, and I have one prompt here already written. Let me paste it here. So this is the default prompt that system automatically provide you. I don't need it. I will remove it and paste it here. So classify I don't want. Let me also remove all of this. My prompt is that write a professional summary in one sentence and suggest one suitable follow-up action for the sales team. Now, what are the inputs for this prompt? The inputs are here. Let's say I have one contact, one person, and name is this, city is this, job title is this, and interests are these, right? So we have interests in the in the contact entity, and based on the interest and based on the job title or new fields, that will be something like this is earlier I was just testing. So it will look like this, that based on these two fields, these three fields provide me the next action that will be helpful for the sales team, right? So let me do one thing here. I will also provide these three input as a field. So how we will add these three input in the field in the prompt? I will say based on these fields data on contact, and click on add content and click on the person, and so we have city, right? City and add comma, add another content, person, and what was that job title. Okay, and fine. And another one is that interests. Okay, so I have all of these inputs for this prompt, and then based on these prompts and this data, it will summarize the contact in record and will provide the next best action for the sales team. What this means, it is mandatory for every prompt field. It actually get the GUID of that record. By GUID means that exact ID of that record, on what record it is recreated, right? So it will automatically filter based on the GUID. So it automatically come when record is created or updated. It automatically grabbed it and automatically filled by the system. So we can also test the prompt here, and let me say test with this. So we have this GUID for this person. I will say my GUID is this. Let this first test complete. Okay, so it provides some generic example, but I will have, because we have not specifically provided the exact GUID or exact record to show. I will say this is my GUID, and now test it again. Okay, so I think the prompt is working fine, and it is already working for that. So he said that Zishan, so he know it is Zishan, and he also know that city and job title. So he said Zishan is a software engineer. Sales team could follow up by reaching out with tailored software solution or industry insights relevant to his role. So his role is software engineer, and it interests are Power Apps and Microsoft Dynamics. So now we have tested our field, and we can use it in the real world actions. So our prompt is ready. Okay, field is ready. Now I will save it, and I will also copy this one so that I can quickly search it here. And now I'm searching it here, and I will put it here, right? So I will put it on the form, so when we create a record, we can quickly see it. Of course, you can show this field on somewhere on the lead entity or opportunity somewhere, but now for testing purpose, I'm just simply placing it here. Okay, so it is published now, so I will have to delete this earlier one. It is already deleted. Let me hard refresh. Okay, so now I will have to create another record just for the testing purpose, but this one is not yet deleted. Let me wait for it. Yeah, so sales summary, new field is arrived and the old one is deleted. So now I will create a new person, new contact record. Let's say name is Muhammad Riaz. And let's say job title is software engineer. And my interest, let's say, is customer service dynamics CRM. So what data, how this data come here in trust? So we nobody has to put it manually, right? So for example, this person is when this person is registering on your portal, there could be some field that we grave their interest. For example, when we are selling real products, the products like if electronic products, so we can say smartwatch is the interest and any sales scenario, right? So now I will keep it smartwatches here, and I will say my city is Islamabad, Pakistan, and yeah, that is fine for testing. So once the record is created, it will not be automatically or immediately arrived here. So it says that duplicate detection file, that is fine, no issues. So it will not immediately arrive. It takes a little, maybe 10 to 20 seconds, because this process is asynchronous. This is actually the drawback of this prompt field. So of course it calls some AI and then grab the result and then put it down here. I hope it will be arrived here. Let me refresh the page. So yes, it is exactly arrived here, and it says Muhammad Riaz is software engineer. However, city and interest information are not provided. Since city, maybe we have selected some other field on the prompt. And what is the field here? Let me say logical name. So yeah, there we have selected address city one, city two, but we have here the city one. So if you, of course, when you will be creating prompt, you also have to take care of the exact field names. So why it not match to that? Because we select different field. He said software engineer, however, city and interest information are not provided. Software suggested follow-up action for the sales team. Reach out to Muhammad Riaz to gather more detail about his location and professional interest to tailor their sales approach. So this is the next action for the sales team. But why it's smartwatch is also an interest, and why it is not grabbed? It should be, because we exactly match. So let me check why either interest is provided or not. Interest is yes provided, but why it is not? Let me create another one. Hmm. Okay, let me create another one. Yeah, news reporter is fine. And for news reporter, what they need, like camera. So let's suppose we are selling cameras, and he is interested in camera Sony 102. I don't know. Okay, city is not available since, so it's not valid. Saved, and now I will refresh. Still not available. Refresh again. Still not available. Yes, now it is available. Abdullah is a new reporter whose professional interests likely align with media and communication. A suitable follow-up action for the sales team would be to reach out with tailored information or effort related to media tools. Of course, it is very lengthy and it is not just the practical, but this is just for the demo purpose, and for demo purpose, it is fine. Of course, you have to enhance your prompt when you are creating the prompt field. You also have to describe that the response should not be less, should not be maximum then stop limit, right? So let's say I say it maximum 100 characters.